Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, darthdevious with another video review. This time, the Transformers Generation Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime, the little rolling fist himself. And I do mean little. He is rather small. And it's not that they're shrinking down the figures. I think he would have been better off being a Voyager-sized figure to go with the rest of the line, because he just seems out of scale with the rest, you could say. Just the way how small his head is and things like that. Honestly, when he's in robot mode, gives me a feel of somebody taking a Voyager-sized version of him, knocking it off, and shrinking it down. That's kind of how it feels. So, he's not bad. Not bad looking. I mean, I would compare him with my War for Cybertron Optimus Prime, but that's packed away right now, so not going to see that. So we'll just look at him on his own merits. He does look like if he were to run into you, it would hurt a lot. But due to how he's transformed and everything else, and I haven't lined up everything, this center wheel on both sides just will not reach the ground at all. Don't know why. It spins. It's perfectly capable of it. It just, for some reason, it just doesn't reach the ground. He's got some nice Autobot symbols here on his shoulders. He too is missing some paint details, so there's that. It seems to be the way a lot of figures go nowadays. He's got his gun, and his gun has two handles on it. This one's for vehicle mode only, and then this one's for robot mode. This vehicle mode one is kind of ugly when you see it in robot mode, but what can you do? Anyway, I'm going to get him transformed, and then we'll take a look at his robot mode and see what I can complain about with that one. Be right back. So here we have Optimus in his robot mode, and you can see what I mean about him being a little out of proportion, out of scale with some of the other figures in this line. He looks, like I said, like somebody took him from a Voyager-sized mold and just shrunk him down. He's got a very tiny head. He's missing a lot of paint apps, things like that. He's got nice blue. I like the blue on his legs. The red's a nice shade, but there's just a lot of gray with little areas that should have been picked out, and they're not. He's got a nice, fairly clean backpack, all things considered, though he does have molded in wheels like he does in the game. Those are going to have to be painted. You know, things like that. He's got a really nice amount of articulation. Shoulders go all the way around, swivel, nice elbow, wrist swivels, which are nice. He's got a waist joint, which is awesome, and it's also like an ab crunch, so that's pretty cool. He's got swivels in his upper thighs, plus ball joints, really good knee, mainly because of transformation. And his feet are on nice ball joints, so you can get some pretty nice poses, and they'll be kind of stable because his feet are there. And his head's on a nice ball joint. He can look way up. He can look down. All around. So, that's always good. He is a very nicely done figure for posability. Just, he's too small. And I know that's, been the plague of Hasbro lately, but what can you do? If he's too small, he's too small. So I'll show you this. This is the Deluxe First Edition Optimus Prime from the SDCC set. And you can see he is a lot shorter. and a lot less bulky. Like I said, he would work so much better as a Voyager class figure because he would be in scale with the others. So, I'll show you. We'll put Jazz next to him. Jazz not only is taller, not by much, but his body parts are more in a larger proportion so that he looks like he's a deluxe figure. You know, he's got that size head and stuff like that. But if you look at Optimus's head compared to Jazz's head, Optimus looks like he's got shrunk by somebody. You know, somebody left him in the wash too long. He got shrunk. He's not bad though. I mean, if you're an Optimus collector and you want, you know, this one in your collection, go get him. But just, he's going to be small. Just know that going in. He's still cool. I like him. He's Optimus. Can't not like Optimus. What can I tell you? Even a tiny Optimus. Yeah, to show you how much smaller figures are getting, here's a Scout class figure, Windcharger, and you see he's not much smaller than Optimus. Yeah. So there you go. So let's stop beating the small figure horse. Let's just say that he just looks out of scale with the others. I mean, if you bring him up like this and put Jazz back here, that's about the scale they should be to each other. See what I mean? But when you put them up together, it looks like somebody, he's mini-me prime. Alright. So I'm going to get him, I'm going to actually spend some time giving him some paint apps, and at the end of this video I'll probably either have stills or a slight update video showing how he looks after I added paint. Doing the same thing for Jazz as well. So that's going to be it. You guys all need to be good. See, you guys, you there, you back in the corner, be good. I'm going to send Micro Prime out there to climb into your head and haunt your dreams. Alright, so it's been a while, and I've added some paint to Optimus now. You can see I made his headlights here yellow with white fog lights. In the game these are both red, but he's got so much red on him already, I just felt he needed some other color. It needed it. So I also did the gray bits up here, which are easier to see in robot mode than the gray stripe here. And as you can see, I did all the rims, did the red in the triangles on all the rims, the red inside here, and you can see there's some detail back here, but we'll get into that in robot mode. You can see I added the tail lights and stuff back here. You know, just some added details that I think Hasbro is missing. Remember, these are my takes on the characters. These aren't, you know, 100% game accurate. I'm not trying to be 100% game accurate. I'm just trying to give a better toy than what Hasbro put out, just with a little tiny bit of paint. So I'm going to get him in robot mode, and I'll show you all the detail I did on that. Okay, let's take a closer look at the details I added on his robot mode. We start with his feet. Did the black there, and I thought this gray stripe, you know, really broke his feet up really nice. That's why I put that there. On his inner legs, I did the red on his knee, and this little red bit here on both sides. In his waist, got the red there, darker color on either side, red there, and I put a little gray stripe down his crotch. The gray stripe here, I actually continued on either side. Added some gray dots here just to break up some of the red. You know, nothing major. I didn't do anything major to this guy. If we go to the back, you see, you know, I did his butt here, blue and red. Now that actually is in the game where he's got the blue and the red in the center. And then if you could see here, I painted the thrusters gray, inside a red, painted the tires, and a little bit more gray back here. I know in the game he's got more gray back there, but I just think it would wash everything out if I painted too much gray. So that's about it for him, man. A little bit of gray back here on his legs just to break things up. And I think he looks a lot better than he did. I mean, he's still small, he's still out of scale with the other figures, but the added paint details I think just make him look just that much better. So there you go. That's it. Thank you.